everyone, my name is Amanda and I'm the Fun Size Reader, and today I wanted to talk to you about Terms and Conditions, which is book 2 of the Dreamland Billionaires series by Lauren Asher. We all know by now that I really love Lauren Asher's books and her writing. I want to read through her entire backlist. I love them so much. Of course, also me being a Disney adult, I needed to read this series, and it's just like right up my alley. Like I just needed to read it. Really loved book 1. That was a 5-star book for me. So of course I had to jump right into reading this one. So synopsis of this book. So this book is about the oldest brother. His name is Declan, and his assistant, whose name is Iris. If you have read the first one, you know that they kind of have conditions from their grandfather who owned Dreamland, and they have these conditions to fulfill before they can get their inheritance. So all of the brothers are kind of working on fulfilling those conditions so they can get their money or their job or position or whatever. Declan's condition is that he has to get married and have a child, and he has to do this before he can become CEO of the company. In true Dreamland Brothers fashion, Declan does not want to be bothered with relationships and love, so he has his assistant scout girls who will sign a contract and become his wife. So of course, on the day of their announced engagement, the wife leaves crying and backs out, and so Iris, who is Declan's assistant, decides that she is going to help him out because she's been his assistant for 3 years and she cares about him and her job that much, that she is going to be his fake wife. And then it's a romance, so it goes from there. So not only do we have a marriage of convenience and fake dating, we have the boss assistant dynamic, and like there's so many other tropes that are just completely not in my brain right now. I can't remember them. Star rating. I gave this book 4 stars. I really liked this book. I thought it was a great next chapter in the Dreamland Billionaires, but for some reason it just didn't hit me as much as Rowan's story did. I don't know why. So many people have said that they like the second one better than the first one. I was not in that, and I think it was because of Declan. I did not love Declan. I think Declan kept fucking up majorly, and I did not, like, I wasn't happy with it. I think I liked the first book better than the second book, but I still really liked this book. Spice rating on this one, this was definitely a 3. It starts off kind of as a slow burn because it's a marriage of convenience trope. So they are not into each other. Of course, things change and things start happening. But yes, this is a spice level of 3. And I think it's a low-ish 3, but it's still definitely a 3. Okay, so why didn't I like Declan? I don't know. I loved Iris. I thought she was great. I loved Iris. But I really did not like Declan. I thought he was an ass. And I know he's supposed to be an ass, but I just didn't feel like there was enough growth there for me. I think that his personality and his like arrogance didn't ever really go away. And when he hurt Iris, he hurt her too much for me. And I don't think he grew enough for that, like from that. I think his grand gesture was good. I liked it, but I just wanted more growth. I didn't feel like there was enough from him to satisfy me, which is why he only got 4 stars. But I loved Iris, and I loved her family, and I love that we got to kind of get to know other characters a little bit. Like we're gonna see Cal in the next book, which I'm excited for because like we saw him a lot in this one. Because in the first book, Rowan lived in Florida and the other brothers lived in Chicago. And so we didn't really interact with them. But now we interacted with Cal. So we kind of have like this backstory because him and Iris were best friends. So I think it's gonna be really good for going into the next one. I also really loved that Lauren put in the element into this book of the Formula One racing, and we got to like see characters that we know and we love. So I thought that was really cool. I really liked that aspect of it. It just felt, I love when authors like connect their worlds together like that. It's just in a subtle way. Abby Jimenez does it too, And there are some other ones that I've read recently that I'm like, oh, hey, you're doing that. But I love when they do that, and I felt like that just made it so much better that Lauren did that in this book. Both the Dreamland Billionaires books are available on Kindle Unlimited. I will also put the link for the hard copies in the description down below. I do love the new covers that they've gotten. I think they're gorgeous. I also just saw huge stacks of them in my Barnes & Noble, so like, these must be getting popular, and it makes me so happy for that. Thanks for chatting with me about terms and conditions today. I hope to talk about the third one soon. I really want that book. She needs to hurry up with it. Don't forget, you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at The Fun Size Reader. See you guys next time.